Welcome to the American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise, luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints.
Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream!
Welcome to the American Dream, Traverse City. I'm your host and community expert, Brian McGillivray, and today we're in cherry country. Today we will take a scientific look at the other small fruit that has played prominently in the region's development over the last century, the luscious cherry. We are at the Northwest Michigan Horticultural Research Center of Michigan State University, a unique facility that does a wide range of field research that helps both cherry farmers and home growers produce this delectable stone fruit. And it's harvest season, so let's go sample some cherries. Vicki, thanks for inviting us into the Horticultural Research Center today. I'm really looking forward to learning a little bit more about what you do. So can you tell me a little bit about the research you do here and some of the, what makes this sort of a unique facility?
We're in Grand Traverse County here. This area of the state grows 50% of the nation's tart cherries, and our research station is kind of in the center of that. So in the late 70s, our growers put this research station together, and so it's been around for over 40 years, and so they actually own the research station, they own the brick and mortar, and then they own all of the grounds that are here. And so they really put their money where their mouth is in terms of their commitment to doing research and finding better ways to grow fruit.
And you have, I think, 137 acres here with cherries, but also apples, grapes. What type of things do you research regarding cherries and different fruits?
We do research into, obviously, insects that would eat the fruit, but then we also do things like plant pathology, so we have a lot of disease pressure. And then something I've really learned to love over the years is horticulture. And so that kind of dictates kind of the systems we grow, what do our orchards look like, and those have evolved over the years.
One of the things I noticed on a tour I did here during the National Cherry Festival was your high density planting.
High density means you're putting more trees per acre or per amount of space. Bottom half of the tree is called a rootstock, and then we graft the scion or the variety to the top. These trees, they don't get as big as the trees that we're looking at, these months right here, so the trees will be smaller, but what they'd like to do is produce fruit. And so I always make the joke with growers that we don't get paid for growing wood, we get paid for growing fruit. And so anything we can get our trees to produce more fruit per amount of acres or per amount of space, the better.
That's great. Thanks a lot for having us out here today at the Research Center.
Yeah, well, thanks, Brian, for having me.
We're here today with Peter Lebo, one of the co-owners of the 150-acre Lebo farm. And we're going to talk a little bit about this property with its gorgeous views.
Well, our parents bought the farm over 60 years ago from the Olson family. My dad then had cattle. 40 years ago, he planted cherries. So we've had hay and corn.
And we talked earlier, and you said one of the things you would grow, because you're also a builder, is you'd like to see homes grown on this property.
You know, my dad and mom, Dad used to always say there's not a bad building site on this farm. It was 160 acres. My father built the house across the road here, and then another house on the end of the farm. My brother Mike lives on the end of the farm as well. I think that this land has got a lot of possibilities for development in housing or farming. My brother Mike would say you can see 5 different bodies of water from up here. So, standing here this is the highest part of not quite the highest part, but you can see a lot of vista here. So we're pretty proud of that.
There is, yeah, I forgot, because you got Lake Leelanau back there right behind us right now.
Very good.
So,
very good.
Yeah, thanks, Pete. It's been great talking to you.
Thank you, Brian.
Yep. thanks for joining us today on our farm tour. I hope you found the show both useful and informative. I'm your host, Brian McGillivray, and this is Your American Dream.